Hello again. We are back with another video. In this video, we'll be talking about mace and pepper spray and using them in a defensive situation and things like that. But before we get into the video, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Curtis Smith. I'm the owner of 3-Tier Defense located here in St. Louis, Missouri. We are a firearm training company. We do concealed carry permits. We do firearm retention training. We do rifle training, shotgun training, hand-to-hand combat training, and we also do home defense training. You can contact us on our website at 3tierdefense.com. That's the number 3tierdefense.com. You can also contact us on Facebook and on Instagram at 3-Tier Defense. All right, so we're going to jump right into the video. Here on the table, I have a couple different types of pepper spray and mace. This one here, none of these are sponsored by any of these companies or anything like that. These are just some of the ones that I personally suggest. There are a lot of different brands out there that you can go with, but right now I have pepper gel and mace here, which is made by Saber Red, and I also have gel here, pepper spray gel, which is made by Kimber. All right, basically going to talk a little bit about some of these. But personally, when you look at pepper spray, when you look at mace or anything like that in a defensive setting, I personally would recommend going with a gel or a foam. So you have a pepper spray gel, you have a OC spray, but you have a gel, you have a foam, and then you have a mist. The mist is basically like what you may see police officers use and things like that for big crowds. They'll usually spray, like pepper spray or something like that, but they'll spray it in a mist form to try to get the entire crowd rather than using a gel or a foam on large crowds and things like that. But if you're looking at the same thing in a defensive setting, is usually one, could be two attackers, maybe three, but you really don't want to use a mist. All right, especially if you've never been sprayed with it, you're not really used to it or anything like that. You really don't want to use a mist because, especially if you're in an outside setting, the wind carries the mist. So let's say if you spray in front of you, it's a mist. So not only are you spraying your attackers, but that mist could also be blown back onto you yourself. You could be hit in the face with this mist. It could irritate your eyes and all of that. The whole thing really about pepper spray is to try to help you get away from the situation. All right. So when you're looking at a mist, a pepper spray mist, if it irritates your face, your skin, burns you as well, it'll be hard for you to actually see to get away from an attack. So as far as like with the pepper spray mist, if you're on the inside, it may be a little bit better because you don't have the wind and everything carrying that mist around. So it'll be better in a inside setting more so as an outside setting. When you look at pepper spray gel, like I say, this one here is made by Saber Red. This came in a pack. I actually cut the top of it, but it came in a pack. It's pepper spray, pepper gel and spray in the same pack. I think I paid maybe 14, 15 bucks. I know it wasn't more than 20 bucks that I paid for this packet with both of these in it. It also comes with a little clamp that you actually screw into. Let's say if you want it in your room, you can screw it into like the wall or something like that or whatever to actually hold your spray right there on the wall. But this here is Saber Red gel, the pepper gel, and like I say, this here is made by Kimber. This is a foam, pepper spray foam. Now the good things about the gels and the foams, the pepper ingredient itself is actually contained in the gel or in the foam, which means if you spray somebody, they'll the gel or the foam will make them wipe their eyes because they won't be able to see anything. It won't burn at that time when you spray them, but they'll have to go and wipe their eyes to actually be able to see. That releases the pepper and the pepper spray and the gel. So when you look at spraying somebody, also let me go back real quick. The gel, this Saber Red pepper gel here, on the back of it, as far as the directions, it says maximum effective range 17 feet, 5 meters. So you can spray this out at a distance. On the Kimber, I believe it may be a 30-foot range. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it may be 30, is it 30 feet? Let's see. I don't see it on the back of it. I don't have the packet anymore. But it might not be 30 feet. It might be 17, kind of like this. It might be a little bit further. But again, like I say, don't quote me on that because I don't have the packet and it's not here on the back side of it as well. I can't remember what well, actually, hold on. Say the minimum is 2 feet. I don't see what the maximum is. Basically, that's just saying that you can actually spray the gel and the foam out a ways. It doesn't have to be like right up on you to do what it needs to do. So if somebody is actually coming towards you to attack you, you can spray this at a distance out to them. Again, rather than trying to spray the mist. Because with the mist, especially with people trying to be out that far, the wind can bring it back to you. It can hit your eyes. It can irritate your skin and stuff like that. So you really want to be careful with using the mist, especially outside. I know I see a lot of people with some pepper spray or mace or something like that, like on a keychain or something like that or whatever. That way they have it with them. With that, again, if it's outside, you really want to be careful, using this. Also, it might not be as effective depending on how far out the person is when you try to spray them. And again, windy days, you might, try to spray this or whatever and the wind carry it away and it really don't even get on the other person. It could hit you, blind you, and not even touch the other person at all. So now you're in a more damaging situation, because now you got to try to wipe your eyes and it's hard to defend yourself if you can't see your attacker. So me personally, I would suggest you getting either the pepper gel or the pepper foam. Again, you can spray it out to a distance. The pepper ingredient itself is actually contained in the gel or in the foam. So when you spray them, again, it's not going to burn really at that time. But when they wipe it, it actually release the pepper ingredient in the gel and in the foam, which actually will cause a lot more damage to the attacker because it's right there in their eyes. When they wipe it, they trying to open their eyes and see, and that pepper is actually getting into their eyes. So at that time, like I say, if you are using these, don't use it to where you're trying to disable a person and then attack them. Using mace, pepper spray, OC spray, stuff like that is actually allowing you to get away from the situation, from the danger, and get away from it. Not to disable somebody to, try to go ahead and attack them, but again, to get away from the situation. So if you're looking at pepper spray, if you're looking at wanting to get mace, either for yourself, for one of your children, something like that, to make sure that they have something on them to protect them in case they get attacked. Look more at a pepper spray, a pepper gel or a foam. Try not to really, put all of your trust in a spray that actually spray a mist. All right. And like I say, there's many different companies that make pepper spray, pepper gel, pepper foam, stuff like that. You can do a little bit of research and see what you may like. Prices range depending on what you're getting, what company you're getting it with. But like with a mist, if you were to get a mist, I believe you could probably get something like this for probably $7-8. But like I say, I got the pepper gel and the mist by Saber Red in a pack together, in the same pack, for less than $20. Again, like I said, I think it may have been somewhere between 14 bucks and 16 bucks. I'm sure you can probably, I got this from a local store here in the St. Louis area. I'm sure you can go on Amazon and purchase it as well. But like I say, you can just do a little bit of research. The Kimber one, I can't recall what the price of the Kimber pepper spray is. I actually purchased a couple firearms from Kimber, and they sent me this for free. When I purchased, you know, I can't remember if they were doing like a promotion or something like that, but they did send me this. I don't know if it was, like I say, if it was a promotion that they were running, or if they just sent it to me when I purchased the firearm. But pepper gel, pepper spray is not expensive, but again, you also want to look at it as how much are you putting on your life. Of course, our life is priceless, so you want to make sure that you're getting the best stuff that you can get as far as defense, and not just getting something because it's a lot cheaper. Make sure it's going to do what it needs to do in a defensive situation. And again, your life, the life of your family, your friends, your children, your loved ones, even strangers that are getting attacked. You know, you want to make sure that you have something that is actually going to help defend or diffuse the situation if you actually need it. All right. So, like I say, just do a little bit of research, see what you like, see what actually catches your eye, and things like that. I'll say look at a couple YouTube videos as well. I know Saber Red has a few videos on YouTube. There is a video that I actually show in my CCW courses dealing with Saber Red, the pepper spray, pepper gel, and things like that. The video actually goes over the pepper spray and everything being used on law enforcement officers, because some law enforcement training companies do use pepper spray and pepper, you know, mace and stuff like that or whatever on the cadets when they're going through training. But that's just because they want them to be used to being sprayed with it in case they have to use it to disperse a big crowd or something like that, and it comes back on them, gets into their eyes. They are trained with being able to still defend themselves, keep their firearms and stuff like that after being hit with pepper spray, mace, gel, stuff like that. So they do go through that type of training. But again, I do show that video in my class, just so people can see, like, if you really don't like firearms, but you still want to be able to defend yourself and you're looking at getting either pepper spray or mace, I like to show that video as well. I do get questions about it also, but again, when you look at defense, I try to make sure I go over the gamut of options that people have in a defensive situation, even if they don't like firearms. There are other things that you can use to be able to defend yourself and your family. But again, this one here is made by Kimber. It's a pepper foam. This here is a pepper gel made by a company called Saber Red. Saber is S-A-B-E-R, and red like the color. And this here is basically just a mace, or a mist, which is also made by the same company, by Saber Red as well. If you all have any questions, if you all have any ideas or anything like that, you can contact us on our website at 3tierdefense.com, or you can contact us on Facebook and Instagram at 3tierdefense. Thank you for watching.